Hello, my name is Harry from HS Carpentry, and in this video I'm going to show you how we have made these 4-panel solid oak Victorian doors. So this is how the timber comes to us. As I said, it's rough sawn, so sometimes still got the veiny edge on it, but this is prime grade kiln dried European oak, and once we sort of take the rough edge off, if we have any veiny edge left on it, we'll rip it down. This one we didn't, because this was one piece, so we ripped it straight in half, and we've got just over 100mm pieces. We need to obviously allow to get it straight on the planer, and then obviously run it through the planer top first, one face, one edge, and we end up with a square. So as you can see, nice and flat. So here's side by side comparison of what we end up with. We've got everything planed down. We've got it all down to 44.5mm. It gives us a half a mil for sanding later on. So this is what we have ended up with. These are 5 of the rails that are finished. So nice and straight, nice and square. And what we're going to do now, these ones I've already done. These have been ripped down to 200mm. We need a few of these because they will make up our bottom and centre rail, and obviously the top rail will be 100mm, the same as the stile which goes up the side of the doors. There will be 100mm, 100mm, 200mm and 200mm across there with the panels in between. So that's that. That's how we're going to be doing this. Yeah, so that is what we've got there. Then over here are where we have the rails, etc. This is more one of these down here. I think the big one down the bottom is for more rails. This one here actually, yeah, this one's for more rails, and obviously the rest are these stiles that go across. So all nice and flat, didn't take too long. So now we're going to rip all of these down to through the table saw and get them all down to width. As I'm sure most of you watching this video already know what a domino jointer is, but for those of you that don't, the domino jointer is a jointer machine, same as what a biscuit jointer would do, but to a much bigger, thicker and stronger scale. Okay, so we're using 12 by 140mm dominoes for these doors, for the actual rails and stiles. I don't know if the camera will pick it up there, but that's what we're using. These are the actual Festool ones. You can make your own dominoes, but really, yeah, to set it up in a cost-effective way or whatever else, you could make a few, but we haven't had the time. So anyway, we've gone with the Festool ones. All right, I believe they're made from beech. As you can see, the sort of shape and outline. You have a chamfered edge to make it nice and easy for you to get everything in there, and then you obviously have the sort of ribbed edges on that for the glue.
through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go.
Okay, so we've just finished running the dominoes into these rails and stiles for this door. So I thought I'd quickly take this opportunity to show you. So anyway, here we go. So this is the top of the door, okay? Then obviously centre and bottom. Now, when we did a test fit to check the shoulders and check for square, I took the liberty to mark all of my shoulders where they were to finish. As you can see the faint line there. Now, what this tells me is it tells me where I need to stop. However, because as the rail comes down, if that's the centre stile, as this rail comes into the stile coming down this side, what we would end up with is this here. So that would be the groove of that rail that comes down there, okay, as that comes in, and that was obviously the shoulder. So what we need to do is set this back 10mm, which is the depth that the route is set to, come back 10mm, and this is where we stop, this line here, leaving enough meat to the edge of the domino there that we know we're not going to get any breakout when we put the domino in, and that obviously when we come across here we know that the panel is then going to fit in this space here, and we end up with a nice tight fitting panel. Okay, so that's there. They're all set 10mm back from each and every shoulder. That's where we're going to come across. Then we're going to come back behind and finish it off with a nice sharp chisel. There we have it. So anyway, what we're using here, this is the Festool OF2 2200 with a 14.5mm cutter on there, half being a little bit of room for glue. Obviously if it's too tight in there, all the glue is going to pour out. We're not going to have any room for anything, so we don't want it overly tight, but we want it just tight enough, and obviously we want to give everything a little bit of room to move. We don't want to give it too much room, but just a fraction, and then we know we're not going to have any problems in the future. So there we go, let's write these out.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go. turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Fueled by them to see the